to Brow Education with Megs. I am your host, and today is Tarot Tuesday. If you're new to the pod, I record on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or episodes come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. And on Tuesdays, I do tarot card pull from the Modern Witch Guide tarot deck. And I am going to do a little bit of a different episode today. I am still going to pull the cards like usual, but I recently had a very difficult week in my business, and I figured that I have this platform, so I might as well use it just in case anyone else has days or times like this. And I had a group of friends that helped me through it, and I want to be that friend to you all. So I had an interaction with a client, a difficult interaction with a client, and it was the first one. Really, I rarely have these, which made it harder to deal with. And they just, we didn't see eye to eye, I feel like, ultimately, or misunderstanding on my part, but miscommunication maybe entirely. And I just, she didn't love her brows, and I feel horrible. And I spent an entire weekend. I don't mean to laugh. I'm uncomfortable even just talking about this, but it gave me so much anxiety. And I think with this nature of our industry and our relationships with our clients, these hit us so hard. Like, I just feel awful. I know that these things happen on occasion. I am not a robot. I can't be perfect all the time, and I won't ever hopefully have an interaction like this again. Like, obviously, lesson learned. I feel like I could have done maybe a more thorough consultation and, tried to be on the 100% on the same page as far as expectations and, a plethora of things. I'm sure I can overthink it into a meltdown, of course, like I kind of already had. And I'm heartbroken over the whole situation, and I feel horrible. I did my best to remedy it as much as I possibly could. And yeah, I gave a full refund. I apologized and offered to attempt to redo them and fix them, and I never heard back. So, it is what it is. I feel horrible. I don't ever want these things to happen, but they do happen. So just a reminder to you that it's not always about you. Sometimes sometimes our communication skills don't mesh well with another person. And sometimes you can't get to the bottom of exactly what they're looking for. And I think ultimately, going in and doing your absolute best every day and just, trying to meet expectations and uphold your business's, reputation and policies and everything like that to the best of your ability. But I think the other flip side of it is that's all you can do is your best. And so I know, especially in the brow world, we really are truly perfectionists, and I know I am. And so I, this will be something that I have in the back of my mind, I'm sure, for a while. And I'm gonna uber critique myself even more so than I already do when it comes to brows. And, the beauty and trouble of our industry, the brow industry, is that every brow is so wonderfully unique. And as much as that's incredible in the sense that we get to be challenged every day at work and, get to create, hopefully, your client's dream brow, out of whatever they have to work with. Some are more difficult and harder than others. And, I've been in the industry for 8, almost 9 years now, and clearly it can still happen. I do feel grateful that it is rare. And I'm super duper blessed and grateful that I have regular clientele that do love me and my work and support me in my business. So, all in all, lesson learned, we can do it only but our best. And this is just my reminder to you that these things happen. They're hard. You're allowed to feel your feelings, feel them to the extent that you need to feel them, um, but allow them to pass through you. No amount of anxiety or overthinking is going to solve the solution or solve the problem or find the solution. And sometimes, as awful and as hard a pill as it is to swallow, there is no solution. And things just kind of are what they are. And you can only move forward planning on doing your best still. So, my reminder to you, my reminder to myself, no matter the situation, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And let's move into something much more fun. So, let's pull a card. I think I'm just going to do one pull today. I feel like that was kind of heavy, and we want to keep it light. And yeah, I am working on some behind the scenes things along with the podcast, and I'm so excited for it to come to fruition. As you guys know, if you follow me on social media or here, I'm a big science nerd. I love to know what's happening behind these treatments and solutions and products that we're using. And most recently, I've been researching tint, and the more I researched it and looked into it, the more I realized that I don't feel like we know a whole lot, especially if you're an esthetician who is a brow artist. I think cosmetologists have a lot more of an understanding on hair dye and tints and things like that. And I realized I don't. I know bits and pieces. I know, the generic breakdown of what we're doing, obviously, when it comes to the actual process of tinting, I understand, but I didn't know, like, flip the tube over what is inside of it. So I'm going to be creating a little mini masterclass. I'm going to go over, top ingredients that I see across the plethora of lines. I'm going to break down a couple different lines and the ingredients that are inside of them so that we can be a little bit more educated going forward purchasing our tint products. And with how popular tint has, I mean, I think there's honestly been so many new lines that have come out even in the past year. So I think this is something that we could all benefit from, just knowing a little bit more about, so that when we go into purchase products, we have that buying power. And we can make educated decisions to protect not only our clients and their results and their, experience, but also your pocketbook. Making sure that you're not spending money where you don't want to be spending money, and, really putting your money where your brain is at, where you want to be at with your business, whatever that represents. So, just another way to give us the buying power. The buying power is already in us, but, making sure that we're not accidentally supporting something we don't want to. If we have all the information going forward, we can make the most educated purchase and stick within, our goals and everything like that. So that's coming soon. I am very excited about it. And let's get into a tarot card. I'm just going to pull from the top because it feels right. So here we go. Oh, well, this is one of my favorite cards. I love that. The moon. Ugh, it's so pretty. These cards are so gorgy, gorgy, gorgy. I think I said that last time too. It's so pretty. I could stare at this forever. Okay. Now we look it up. I always get like the pentacles and things like that. I think I rarely get these ones, so this is really fun.
Hey, it's Emily here from Brow Fox Beauty. I'm so proud to be sponsoring this episode of Brow Education. If you are new here, let me tell you a little bit about Brow Fox Beauty. We are a professional brow line for the esthetician. We specialize in easy retail for the busy esthetician. We also have a line of better back bar basics, so you can be super confident putting pre and post wax solution and massage oil onto your client's skin, giving them the best glow and the best brows yet. You can find more information at browfoxbeauty.com or on social media at browfoxbeauty.
Try to flip me ASMR right. Okay. The moon. What's a full pager? The full moon brings out the weirdo. Two nude women with wild hair and animal masks dance under the moon's strange light. They dance and howl in the moonlight and release their wild, untamed energy. The moon brings out strange things from the dark, a glimpse of what lies beyond the ordinary. A creature lurks in the pool of water behind them, a reminder of the ancient fears of the unknown. Wake up your wild side. Imagination and the realm of the mind can allow you to see things in a new way. You might be feeling restless, kind of weird, and full of wild energy, so be spontaneous. Do something crazy. Trust your instincts. It'll lead you to new and possibly strange places, but be aware that waking up your wild side, you may wander into some dangerous places as well. So be alert and listen to when your gut tells you you've traveled too far into the unknown. I think this is fun, and definitely I can relate it to brows. I think that every once in a while we try to play it super safe with our brows, but I do see in the coming years more wildness. I think we saw dabbling of it with obviously the laminated brow is something that is not for everybody, but it's a very fun, versatile one. And then again with the bleach brow. I think we're going to be seeing more colored brows. I think we're going to be seeing more new styles. Something like the fox brow came out where the end of the brow was more clipped, so it raised the whole face. You know, some would say that that's wild and crazy. So I think the world is always going to be a bit wild. And I love that about it. I spoke on my Instagram recently that I am forecasting the trend of the model brow kind of taking over this year. And the reason being that I think it's so enticing because the model brow is a little more polished in the front, but like you have a lot of extra hairs on the ends that you have to play with. So I think it gives you the ability to fill them in a little bit more polished and, you know, maybe more tight lined and crisp. And then you also have the excess hair to like wear them a little bit messier and a little bit fluffier and wilder. And I think most of us are going to kind of enjoy that playfulness and getting to decide what style we are looking for when it comes to our brows and our makeup. And I do see that fun makeup is coming back and trending. We're doing a little bit less of the clean girl aesthetic and a little bit more messy, wild, and fun and creative. Okay, that one was so much fun. I said we do another one. Okay. Oh, this girl's outfit's so cute. The Seven of Wands. Look at her. She a cutie. I love it. These cards are just so gorgeous. I can't get over it. Okay. Seven of Wands. Let us see. Let us see. Okay. Seven of Wands. Your fiery drive has given you the strength and willpower to climb to the top of the cliff, only to have others try to knock you back down. You've succeeded and you're feeling strong, but others may be jealous. They'll try to make you feel less and sow seeds of doubt in yourself. Don't let them. You deserve to be here. Fight for yourself. I think that has to do with anything. Anytime you're going through anytime you are going through a stage of new growth, I think it's very uncomfortable and we get a little bit more fearful and nervous and it tests our strength of it. So I think whether it's a new job opportunity or a life change or romantic switch or promotion at work or you're growing out your brows and struggling with that patience and trying a new style or trying to find your fashion style or whatever the trial or tribulation you're going through, it may be testing your strength, and this is your reminder to stay strong. You got this, and you're amazing. Thank you so much for tuning into Tarot Tuesday. We had some really fun cards today. I want to go over an event that I will be going to in April. So in April 7th, the 7th of April, I will be heading down to SLO, San Luis Obispo, to visit the Sweet Spot. Emily, the owner of the Sweet Spot, as well as Brow Fox Beauty, our sponsor, is hosting a brow lamination training. And I am so excited to go down and educate in one of my favorite services and treatments, brow lamination. So it'll be really fun. You'll get to hang out and network with other brow artists. You'll get to learn from 2 instructors. My brow lamination manual will be included. I believe a kit will be included, or a kit will be optional for you. We'll have some fun goodies for you as well, live demos, and taking the brains of 2 brow experts. I'll also be demoing my hand-tied threading method. So super duper fun. I seriously cannot wait. And I'm gonna leave a little form in the show notes for you to sign up if you're a professional, a licensed professional. Sign up and come see us in San Luis Obispo at the Sweet Spot. Thank you so much for being here, being a Brow Education baddie. You are amazing. You're incredible. I hope this episode was emotionally warm and like a virtual hug for you. I am here for you. Think of me as your SD big sister, I guess. Or sister, however you want to think about it. But I'm here to remind you that you're a badass and I'm proud of you. And it's okay to have a hard day. We just pick ourselves back up and we keep moving forward. So I will see you next Thursday, or next week on Thursday, for another episode of Brow Education. We'll be covering brow mapping, and it'll be really interesting because I don't brow map. I actually freehand. So stay tuned for that. Come see us in San Luis Obispo, California for that training in April. And I thank you for being here and supporting me and Brow Education. You can find us on Instagram at Browducation, or at my other account at the.eyebrow.goddess. You can find us on TikTok under the same what I just said, and our website, www.theeyebrowgoddess.com. I don't know why I say our, me, podcast, and the Eyebrow Goddess all in one place on our website. So follow us, subscribe, check us out on YouTube, comment, leave a review, do all of the things. I appreciate you for being here, and share this episode with a friend if you feel like they would enjoy it as well. See you next week.